The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
You can't say we don't ask the big questions around here.
Spearmint milk.
It's not easy being green.
Green milk. Shaun
Having a
misspoke and we thought he was going to say spearmint milk the other day, and that opened up a Pandora's box of discussion, because the last time Shaun had a spearmint milk was, not surprisingly enough, Secret Eater 5 years ago, which means 5 days ago.
No, it wasn't 5 days ago. You know I'm lactose intolerant. It's probably longer.
He bought some recently, though, so just saying.
I think it was a really lovely treat. I saw them
Yes.
both there, strawberry and also spearmint milk,
Yeah.
$1.90 at Woolies. Do yourself a favour.
Which I understand for children,
Yes.
but I
As a
just
treat.
did not know as a functioning adult if anybody still chose spearmint milk as a bev.
Well, friend of the show, Nikki Brown.
Yes.
She's a personal trainer these days, so
Oh, yeah?
fitness freak. Spearmint milk is the best.
Good on you.
Well,
Well done,
fantastic.
PT.
Adult drinking.
Well, we did get a
spearmint
few
milk.
calls to Talia wants to weigh in on this one. Hi, Talia.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, Charles.
Do you love the spearmint milk?
Yeah, I do. So my mum loves it as well. She introduced it to me as a kid.
Yeah.
And so both of us go out and drink it, and everyone gives us crap for it, but it's so good. It's the best flavour. If it's there, I will always pick it above
Spearmint
anything
milk?
else.
Now,
Yeah.
because mint and milk don't feel like they should
No.
go together.
Agree.
Wasn't
Wait,
it?
sorry,
wasn't it for a fair while? Wasn't
Yes.
it that it was only available in WA?
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say, yes. Like over people
over
from
East-
Victoria think we're weird.
They were like, "Why is there green milk?" And we went, "Well, grass is green.
The cows.
Cows eat it.
Yeah.
Duh."
and minty fresh.
Yeah.
Like, don't need to brush your teeth.
So when's the last time you bought a spearmint milk for consumption, Talia?
A couple of days ago, I think, actually.
There
okay.
she is. Tick of approval.
So
Well
how
done.
many
Yep.
would you drink it, say, every week or every few days? How often?
Oh, if I can find them. They're not that easy to find.
Oh,
They're
is
not
that
very
right?
common.
Really?
So, well, yeah, I never see them very much.
that-
Maybe I'm looking in the wrong
No,
spot. But if I see
we'll
them,
have to do a session at Woolies or Coles. I'll be able to show you straight away. No problem.
And are you buying? Are you just buying the mid-sized carton, or are you buying the 2-litre plastic bottle? Would it come in that?
Yeah, it's plastic bottle.
oh,
Yeah.
God, my lactose intolerance couldn't, but if I could. Nah, usually I'll get the small ones,
Yeah, go the
or
small
if I'm at a
ones, yeah.
cafe, it'll be a
Intolerant.
milkshake.
You don't
But
want to
she'll
risk
just
it.
have a little bit. Good on you, Talia. Thank you. Natalie's in Lake Coogee. Hello.
Hey, nice Nat and Shaun.
Hi, Nat.
Natalie, we're talking about functioning adults drinking spearmint milk. Are you one?
Well, I hope to think, or I like to think that I'm a functioning adult.
Well, you called us by
yeah.
yourself, so well
Yes.
done.
Yeah, thanks.
So how often
Yes,
do you drink
no.
it?
At least like once a week if I can get them. My
Okay.
daughter and I both love spearmint milk.
It's the best.
So are you saying you
Yeah.
have difficulty finding them too?
I do. I go to Woolies. I do find them sometimes, but they're not always there. So we've got the actual topping in our cupboard, in our pantry.
You go
Do
to the
you?
source.
Oh, do you?
So you're saying you'll then pour that into milk?
Then
Oh, no, I'm just saying, you've tapped the vein.
Yeah.
You're like you've got
So
the-
you'll
the
make your
powerful
own at
stuff.
home, essentially.
yeah, we just love it.
Ah, okay. So, no, are you telling me that you would, if we go to a coffee shop and you don't have your tea, then you would have a chocolate milk over a spearmint milk?
Yeah,
100%. All the time.
yeah. But I haven't had a spearmint milk for Yonkos.
Would you? What would you do now?
I don't drink milky
She doesn't
things.
drink milk, but if I go gun to your head, you have to drink milk with save
Well,
your
I'm going
family.
to take chocolate over spearmint.
Really?
And I don't dislike minty things, but chocolate's just
I know, but the world's
Okay.
a wash.
infinitely
The world's a
better
wash with chocolate
thing.
milk.
I just set up the scenario. Okay, so this is a milk drink now. You're going to drink milk not to save your family. What one would it be?
No, I like to think if I'm drinking milk, it's because my family's like
It would be
Thanks,
so
Natalie.
funny if we do a live read later on for milk. Natalie's like, I love milk.
Yeah. Well, obviously, someone's holding a gun to my family's head.
Give me money.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
On Sunday, I decided to go on a little bit of a family outing. So I went and picked Mum and Dad up because they wanted to go for a drive in the new
Of course.
Mazda.
Lovely.
Well, it's an
a nice
eight-seater,
car, mate.
So
Because Dad loves
car.
it so much that Dad sometimes when I go around to his house, he has a beer and he just goes outside and he just looks at it.
Oh, I think. Oh, you won't let him sit in it?
You know, and he sits in it. He talks about how much room it is
Yeah.
and the features.
Yes, lots of features.
Dave, if they like me, have never had computer features in their car, really.
It does blow you away when you're not used to that. First of all, a new car, straight out of the lot.
Yes, yeah. Anyway, so I went and grabbed them, and then we decided we'll go for a drive down to Fremantle.
Oh, were you looking for beeswax wraps as well?
Of course, Natalie. It's the only thing on my mind. And then I contemplated, we'll get something to eat while we're down there, you know. Mm-hmm. So anyway, and I thought it was going to be a really lovely, pleasant experience.
Well, Fremantle is delightful for a day trip.
It's a real casual situation,
north of the river, people.
Yeah. And then when we're driving down there, Dad had the idea of, why don't we go and check out East Street Markets? East Shed Markets, because we're going to go to go to the actual markets, and there was too many people there. And I said, all right, no worries, Dad. So then I go down there, and then I try to get parking.
So there you're competing with Gage Roads, and all the people have gone to Rotto.
So many people.
And it's a long weekend. Lots of people went to Rotto.
People parking there. And anyway, so I said to Dad that this is going to be one of those scenarios where I'm just going to have to jag it, you know? So someone's going to be pulling out at the same time that you go past. At that point, it's when the complaining started from Brian. Various things like, what's everyone doing here?
The same as you, Brian.
Why did that person need a car park? Why do we need to eat here, even though it was his idea? What our problem was, how he's got things to do. We're not parking that far away from the building because your mum can't walk that long. If you park here, if you think we're getting a park here and you think I'm walking back there, I'm catching the train home.
Did he catch
a lot more swearing?
A lot of swearing.
A lot of swearing. What a coinkydink. Maybe you can ask him. We got Brian Morris on the phone with us right now.
Hello, Brian.
Hello, Brian.
Oh, he's full of crap, that bastard.
Brian, we've met you a lot. We know you well.
It sounds
familiar.
We know you do have a deep love of parking and talking about parking.
And when he doesn't get it.
Big idea. Have a family thing down on the Mazda 2 for our beautiful, plenty of room, lovely.
Yeah.
Gets down there, goes around. Oh, we might go up the markets. Well,
you said the markets.
No, like the markets in town.
Oh, okay, right.
Market.
Yes, it's thousands.
Right, thank you. Come back to the thing. Right, thank you. and we go past the car park. There's one car park there, and 500 cars wait to get in there. He goes in there. We goes down a dead end street. I don't know one way, two way, but we goes in a dead end. Comes back out there. This is good, really good Sunday. So he said, I don't know if you're supposed to be down here or not. So anyway, Marlene says, oh, why don't you park in there? I said, what, are you going to crash over that big iron gate there? There's private parking.
Yeah, I know the spot.
Yeah, and then so we went, I said, oh, why don't you just go drive past. All I said, drive past, go down to the East Shed Market. You probably won't get a park. If you can't get a park there, we'll go somewhere else out of this joint. 50 times later, around East Shed Market, around, a merry-go-round. And I said, you kidding me? Drop me off here, I'm going home. And next minute, he gets one park. I can't park here. Too skinny.
I don't want to... It's Melville's car. I don't want Melville Mesler's car. I don't want to ruin it. And it was too skinny.
Right.
It was too as well.
You know when we went around the 50th time after, there's a Range Rover parked in there.
Yeah, but the Range Rover people, they don't care. They just buy another Range Rover. That's the Range Rover people's way of thinking. But don't try and act all calm. He was going off his brain. He was swearing at me, swearing at Mum. Both of us were the worst people.
I was swearing at idiots driving around a car park for a half hour. Round and round in circles where there's half a Perth you can go and get a hamburger or whatever you want to eat. You've got to go there.
Were you a little bit hangry, Brian? Was that the problem? You just needed a snack?
Oh, of course I was.
No, you know what it is? He has no patience.
That's
the thing. And the thing that he has no patience for is the thing he loves the most, and that's parking. Because for me, if I'm rocking up somewhere and I need to get a park, you just got to, calm down.
You've got to be zen.
I always feel, Brian, that I know there's a lot of people there, Eshed, and also other places you go to. But if there's a lot of people there, a lot of people are going to be leaving. As many people are coming and going. So there's going to be an opportunity, if you hang in there, to get front and square. Patience.
Sean, would you drive around there 20 times?
Oh, he has no patience, so no.
Well, no, but I'm big on patience. I always get a spot, Brian.
You've got as much patience as me.
Yeah, no, I don't have any patience. But I have faith. I have faith, being a hardcore Catholic, that I will get a spot.
I'm a Catholic too. I'm a Catholic.
Baby Jesus, Natalie, baby Jesus will get a spot.
I'm a Catholic, a Roman Catholic, roaming around the car park.
Right.
Brilliant.
Dad, funniest thing you've said on the radio in 20 years.
So, I mean, it's a low bar. Brian, did you sort of suggest to Nathan that maybe he should have dropped you and Marlene off and then gone off and found a car park?
I didn't even think about that.
Oh.
Oh, no, he never thought of that.
But I know what I did.
Because the issue is Marlene can't walk a long distance, right? So maybe that was a way
straight
around
out,
that.
and that should have been put in the mix, but I couldn't because I was just being sworn at for 50
And then
laps of the
3
car
hours
park.
later...
3 hours
Three
later.
hours later, we
Sorry.
might have got something to eat after Nathan found a car park.
You better check your math, Brian. All right.
So far, you were in Fremantle for 49 hours.
I know. And we know, I don't know what time you go there, but we know you like to be home before lunch.
Well, hey, I'll tell you what, you're bugging me breakfast. I just got me toast out there. It's all cold now.
You know what I'm going to do? Next time I'm going to record it, I'm going to record you in the car without telling you.
But we can't play that
what's the
because it's all
difference?
swearing.
Whenever I'm around his house now,
excuse me.
he always checks where my phone is.
Excuse me, what's the difference?
What? So people can
gotta
hear what
check
you
your
really like, because at the moment you're being very nice and
So
polite.
there's no denying.
People can hear
you.
the real you. Record me.
I'll
go on.
record you.
I'll go on. And whenever I go to record him and he checks his phone, he goes, I'm going to call my lawyers. It's like, you don't have lawyers.
Lawyer up.
He's coming for you.
I want to know, right? Get rid of him.
Thanks, Brian.
I want to know what
dismissed.
people have. As someone in your life, whether it's you have no patience for something.
Yeah.
What is it?
We've heard about car parking.
It's waiting for you. You
Yes.
cannot
No,
wait.
can't.
You
Yes.
cannot wait
No.
at all. You just think you should be front of the queue at all times.
No patience. What is that thing you or a loved one has no patience for, and it is unbelievable? We're going to give somebody $150 to spend at Rambler on Swan.
Lovely, great spot.
They got parking straight underneath. It's actually
They do
brilliant.
too.
Head to Rambler on Swan for a drink and a bite with a view and overlook the Swan River from South Perth.
The view is magical. All right, 13 24 10. Is there somebody in your life who has no patience for something? Or is it you? Own up. Carmelina, hello.
Good morning, guys.
Hey,
Hi, Carmelina.
Is it you that's got no patience for something, or is it someone else?
No, it's my husband. He's got no patience for absolutely anything. Prime example, growing up as a kid, he was anaphylactic to bee stings. And as an adult, he's been pretty lucky, I think maybe one other time. Anyway, a couple of years ago, he got stung and he didn't feel right. His throat was a bit scratchy.
Yes.
Yep.
Then he started to swell a bit, and I'm like, all right, didn't have any sort of medication or anything, EpiPen, nothing. Went down to the hospital. And I dropped him off, had to go pick something up, came back about 15 minutes later, and he was like, nah, bugger this, I'm not waiting this long, and left.
15 minutes. 15 minutes.
He could die. He knows
in
this.
anaphylaxis.
Yes.
And luckily, he was all good, but yeah.
I do feel for him because we know we've been going through hell with our hospitals, and
Yeah,
the
I know.
lineup would have been
But
full
15 minutes is nothing. And also, triage, I think, would have prioritised him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
you
he's
had
in
to.
anaphylaxis. Like, they want to get that in and
Can
out.
I say, I would love my dad and your husband to meet, but I'm frightened that if either of them were 2 minutes late, that would never happen.
Yeah, that's right. We'll just be furious with one another. Thanks, Carmelina. Khadija, hello.
Hi, guys.
Hey,
Hi, Khadija.
Hello. Is it your partner as well?
Yeah, so there's a lot of things he's impatient about. But my favourite one is in the mornings he makes the bed with me still in it. Like, he makes
Are you serious?
I mean,
What do you mean?
Yeah.
points for
100%.
making the bed. That's great. Making the
He was
bed.
in the army for 10 years.
Yeah,
so
sure.
It's not, like, as soon as his feet hit the ground in the morning, like, that bed's got to be made.
Yes.
Whether I'm in it or not.
Now I've seen the way army
Yes,
army make their
tight
bed, and that
corners.
is tight.
Corners.
Can you get? Are you trapped? Are you there now?
No, I'm on my way to work now, and he works FIFO, so he's away. But
Okay.
literally every R&R, and he gets up before me as well all the time because
Yeah, of
he
course.
goes to the gym early in the
course.
morning.
Yep.
But yeah, his bed is literally made flat beside me and
Yes.
doesn't wait for us to make it together or anything. He's actually even stripped the bed once because
Yeah.
we're like changing our linen. with me still on the other side.
Kadesha, when you get out of bed, and if he was home because it's his rest, then he would then come in and make sure that yours is already done to perfection?
Yeah, he will literally check. He's like, you haven't made your side. And I'm like, well, you're there.
So when he's on site and you've got the bed to yourself, is it just a massive hot mess, that bed? Is it flung all over the place?
Lie,
yeah. No, I think that's the normal reaction.
I can just imagine him making the bed and then you waking up and you've got 10 scatter cushions on your head because he's done the decorative pillows.
Exactly. Changing the sheets while she's still in it.
That is so funny.
Thank you.
That's like pulling the tablecloth off the dinner table and making sure nothing comes off.
While you're still eating. Thank you. All right, 13 24 10, we'll take more on this. Is there somebody in your life, or maybe it's you, that has absolutely zero patience for something?
Hi, Katie.
Hi, how are you going?
Good.
Hi, Katie. All right, zero patience. You or someone in your life?
My husband. We went camping in Walpole over the weekend.
Lovely.
It was beautiful, and my children had wet through the camp cot, so it was a bit of a rough night, and he got up at 5:30 because he had to sleep in a chair. I was still in the bed refusing to move, so he started to take the tent down around me at 5:30 in the morning.
It was pack up day, was it?
It was pack up, yeah, and the kids were being so noisy. The whole campsite would have been away.
So you're in the tent, and what?
I'm in the tent on the bed in my sleeping bag, refusing to move.
Yeah.
And he just starts packing everything up
at 5:30 in the morning.
And so
5:30. We were gone by 7:30.
Did you feel the tent collapse upon you, or
no? Not quite that bad, but he's done that before. But I was just like, dude. I actually said to him that no normal person does this at 5:30 in the morning.
Yes. No, that's true.
Most people stay in bed on a public holiday past 5:30.
But when you've had enough, and camping, everybody knows. Everybody's been there at some stage. That is a relationship. That's when you got to test your relationship. Go camping, because that's just the end of the world for everybody.
They certainly put it to the test.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of men right now going, I don't see the problem.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly. Yeah, no. Everyone was like, that's normal. I'm like, that's not normal.
No, that's not normal.
I'm not packing up at 5:30.
No way. I mean, you beat the traffic on the way home. That's about it.
No, we didn't.
You didn't?
We didn't even beat the traffic.
Oh, no.
We went and saw some friends in Denmark, and we didn't get home till like 6 o'clock last night.
Oh, jeez, Katie.
Long day. Bet you slept in the car though, right?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, of course you did. Thanks, Katie. Kim, hello.
Hey, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
Hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah,
absolutely, yeah.
Sound amazing.
Who's got no patience, Kim?
My father-in-law. So he has a pretty set routine. He eats twice a day and eats his dinner at like 4:30 in the afternoon. So when either we go for dinner or he comes to us.
Yep.
As soon as his meal is finished, he picks his plate up, goes up, grabs coffee, grabs dessert, sits down, eats it, and gets done before the rest of us have even taken our dinner plates from the table.
So he's not waiting for any of you to get involved.
No, because he's waited long enough to have dinner at 6 instead of 5 or 4:30. So he's done.
I really want to be. I'm going to morph into this person.
You've got to get it all done in one hit. Is he retired, Kim?
Yes, he is.
So he has time on his hands.
I know, but you've got a set routine.
No, but this is the thing. This is the thing I don't understand, because Dad's retired as well, and then Dad says, I've got things to do, and it's like, no.
You've got time to do them.
And I know he does have things around the house to do, but like, you're not the CEO of a company.
And also, he's not getting to them.
He's not getting to them. It's insane.
Thanks, Kim.
$150 to spend at Rambler on the Swan. Check it out, everybody. Great view to the Swan River. It's going to go to... Khadijah, who do we have? Khadijah couldn't...
Oh, whose husband makes her the bed while she's in it? That one?
Yes, the bed. Absolutely. That's going to go to her.
Yours, Khadijah.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun in podcast form.
There's been some truly terrible TV shows of late, one of them of which is The Challenge. I think I watched a second of it.
It didn't rate. It got buried.
It's one of these things where they decided to cast the entire thing from people that have gone on reality shows.
Yes.
So it was just a really great bunch of people. One of the people that were on that show was Ryan Gallagher from Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
And he's the one that ended up going and doing the stand-up comedy afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And so anyway, and on his team on there was Emily Seebohm, the Olympian.
The mom.
And those two are now engaged.
Yes.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, I read that article,
The challenge was more successful for finding him love than Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
isn't that amazing?
So Emily's come out and spoke about it because she was actually in a relationship with someone at the same time. She said that her and Ryan knew they had feelings for each other, and then she said that she had to go and call things off with her partner. Obviously, it wasn't a nice call to make, but I told him that I was what was going on, and there was something there with Ryan and I, and I didn't see the point of wasting my time anymore. Wasting my time.
Wasting my time.
Or also wasting their time.
I know, but it's, you know what it is? This is my thing, and feel free to disagree, but I think I'd rather be cheated on than someone say I've not straight out of this relationship at all, but that person's better than you and I'm going to be with them.
I don't like the deceit of cheating, so I think I would prefer it this way.
I would rather
personally.
the deceit, Nat, just so I've got something to be angry about.
No, but then all your trust is gone. Then you can never trust anyone again.
I've never trusted anyone to begin with. The person's not been with, I've never trusted them.
But it is a point where you get to blame someone, I guess, and then it's not you. Then you don't have to reflect on yourself.
Yeah.
But
this
if
is the
they
thing,
go,
John.
I'm going down that line and I'm leaving you for him.
I mean, I'm not
I've had a real good look at
on.
this situation. I've had a real good look, and I've decided that you aren't as good as them. And I'm going to leave this, what I know, to this unknown thing, which I think is going to be a lot better because you're shit.
She didn't say that.
No, she thought that's what she thought. That's what they
Maybe they're just marginally better. You're great, but they're greater.
Oh, what a tough one. Because we normally always talk about the cheating line.
Yeah.
It's always like someone's left because of cheating, not just... I don't know if I've heard too many stories of someone just...
I've just met someone else.
I've met someone else.
Later.
Nothing actually untoward has happened yet, but I'm going over there because here isn't too good. I don't know. I'd like to know if this has happened to you 13, 24, 10. Did your partner or did you leave your relationship for somebody else? Right?
So you didn't cheat on them.
No cheating.
You had a conversation with them and said, hey, we're done because I'm interested in that person and I want to see where that goes.
Yep. Whether this be like something that you're been dating for only a couple of months or whether this be a little, way down the line.
A long time,
Yeah. I've met someone else and I'm leaving you.
To see how it works out with them.
Give us a call, 13 24 10, if this has happened to you or if you think about doing it to someone. Maybe we could facilitate.
Yeah, I feel like this... I feel like this is bound to come my way at some stage. This has been too long, Sean.
Is Megan McManus from Victon.
We are talking about whether someone has met someone else and not cheated on you, but decided that they're leaving you for that person.
Just ditched you for someone else.
Ali, where do you stand on this, by the way?
Because Nathan would rather be cheated on.
Then someone just say, I've met someone else and I'm leaving you. And I haven't done anything bad. I've just met them. They're amazing. I'm leaving you.
You would rather that than...
No, I'd rather be cheated on.
Oh, okay.
Because I can grasp onto something angry then.
Is it the same thing kind of thing? No?
No.
You formed an emotional
there's no
connection
sneaky
and
deceit.
There's no deceit. Before you've left.
No.
There's no deceit. If you're...
No, but you can't shut your emotions off. We're not robots. Like, you will feel things for other people, so whether that feeling is greater for what they feel for you, which is what's happening here. So would you rather be cheated on, or would you rather someone say, no, I've met someone else, they're better than you and I'm leaving you for them?
Feels like the same thing to me, so I don't have an opinion. I think it's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Because cheating is the deceitful, sneaking around,
cheating, they've
lying
decided
to
someone
you.
is better than you. No?
Well, not necessarily. It's more about the
cheating's
deceit.
actioning it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And leaving you is...
And this other person...
Because if they're cheating on you, they're not necessarily leaving you. They're just sneaking around behind your back seeing someone else. So Nathan would rather that happen than somebody say to his face, I'm leaving you for someone else.
No, you're having one. Because we've got Dougie on the phone.
Well, let's go to Sam in Rockingham. Hi, Sam.
Hi, mate.
Sam, how you going,
Sam.
mate?
Is this a familiar tale, Sam?
Yeah, it's how I met my current wife.
Okay, Sam.
Talk us through the process.
That's exciting.
It probably would have been about nearly 6 years ago now. I was separated from my previous partner at the time, and she was trying to get back together.
Yeah.
And just one night, late at night, I was out with a couple of friends and got a friend request on Facebook from a lady in WA.
Where were you at the time, Sam?
Country Victoria.
And was it somebody that you knew?
No, not at all.
Just a random.
Okay, I love this, Sam.
Yeah, and I was like, she's pretty good looking. I'll add her, and it eventuated from, I'd say, inboxes to phone calls, and then FaceTimes, and I eventually just packed up and left.
So what did you say to your partner, your ex-partner that was trying to get back together? Did you just told her, what did you say?
I told her nothing till I was in WA.
Well, how did that go down?
And then you're like, I just really love the weather here.
Well, it was the whole, I've come over for the mines, and then a day later it was, by the way, I got a new partner.
Yeah.
And that's 6 years on now, and we're married with one kid.
Amazing, because I would have thought it was a catfish. It was something that you had no idea who it was, and she was really attractive.
Unfortunately for her, I was the catfish.
You're the catfish?
I had a kid hiding a couple of chins on there. So.
Sam.
You must have done something right, Sam.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that is a beautiful
friend
love
request
story.
from interstate.
I know, extraordinary. I never accept a friend request from people I
know,
know.
and that's why you're single.
That's why I'm single. It's the only answer.
Let's go to Katie in North Freo. Hi, Katie.
Hi.
Okay, so we're talking about someone leaving you for someone else.
Not me. I
you?
did the leaving.
Okay.
You did, Katie.
All right, run us through it.
Yeah. I was dating a guy for a year when I was 16, I was 15 and 16 years old, and we were really in love, and we're going to go backpacking, do the whole lot. And on Valentine's Day of 2000, this friend of ours, I knew him, he was not my type. I'd not really contemplated him before as the potential. Obviously, I was happily with him, and on Valentine's Day, he put 12 red roses at my door and asked me out.
Yeah.
And the moment that he did, because I lived with my best friend at the time, and she was like, "Oh, you're going to say no, aren't you?" And I was like, "I think I'm going to say yes." It just instantly,
clicked.
I just knew. I knew he was the one.
But he knew you were in a relationship, and he was...
Yep, he knew, yeah.
Totally.
And he wasn't, I never knew he really liked me like that.
Yeah.
But you never had thoughts of him at all at that stage, Katie?
No, definitely not. I was supposed to be a pretty flirty person, but I just thought he wasn't really one, but not my type, and I was with him, and hadn't contemplated it. And then
the flowers are there. So the flowers are there, and you've said to yourself, "No, I'm going to do this."
I bought them in the house, and then I just said to my mate, I was like, "I have to say yes," and so broke up with Tim, went around there that afternoon, and said yes to John, and we are together still now, 23 years later. Just had a baby, another baby.
Well, the heart knows what the heart
We've
wants.
been travelling Europe and all over the world, and yes.
Can I just say, I'm really glad, and I think it's so beautiful the life you and John have built together. Let's just get back to Tim. What happened with Tim when you told him?
He was so mad. I think he even threw a bin in a shop window. He had some aggression issues, I think.
Tim threw a bin?
So
I think I got off lucky, in the end. But I think if I'd gone future with him, I wouldn't be where I am right now, and in a really great way. And I no harm to Tim. I think he was a really great guy, but I think in secret he was actually still hung up on his ex-girlfriend anyway.
It's a sliding doors kind of thing.
Tim sounds great, but he doesn't sound as good as John, does
What
he?
did Tim get you for Valentine's Day that year?
No.
What did Tim get you for Valentine's Day that year?
Nothing, because that was
that was the end.
I don't even know what it was. I didn't see each other. I didn't see him again for a few months, and until we were out in a club, and he totally barred me. Wouldn't have a word, wouldn't say anything.
You know
to me.
why? Because I reckon Tim had spent the previous 3 years saving up for the jewel tiara, and he just finished wrapping it.
I heard later on that he knocked a girl up, and then he went to jail. So.
And you know what? This is the thing. You could have had all that. But you chose
you could have
John.
Stopped it.
Your loss, I guess.
Oh, thank you so
Thanks,
much, Katie. Extraordinary story.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.